Even as there is weakness across the board, there are a bunch of stocks which are doing extremely well. IRB Infra is the one that should come up for you. In fact, it's up 9% from lows, currently moved to the high point of trade. And this at a time we have 2,500 stocks declining for just about 400 advancing. And in that, IRB Infra really stands out. In fact, was one of the gainers in recent times as well. Is there a story around that? What are the dealers saying in the market about today's move? It is our favorite segment, D Street Chatter. Nimesh, what are you gathering?
Hi, Mangalam. So, if you look at the markets, every intraday pullback got sold into.
Yes.
That explains the kind of sentiment which is there in the market. And my sense is the fall is largely a long unwinding rather than big selling from the larger FI. So that's the overall feedback I'm getting in. In fact, there's going to be a small market at close basket buying at a leading FI desk.
Okay.
So that flow still seems to be quite strong in select pockets. The underperformance in the mid cap and small cap is what something that explains that there is a lot of unwinding now. A lot of margin calls got triggered in the first half. That's the overall feedback as well, and that's that's the reason why all the outperformers of late are seeing a bit of underperformance now. So clearly, the retail and HNI panic seems to be setting in the broader markets. That's the overall feedback. Technically, the levels of 18,100 is something which is very important support level for the Nifty. And I think that's what the bulls are trying to defend today. But again, the whole point is if that's taken out, then 17,800 could be the next level to watch on the Nifty purely from a technical point of view. But to sum up today's trade, I guess it's more of long unwinding, and that too from retail and HN investors in the broader markets. But it's not a large sell-off or a big panic selling from the large institutions. That's the overall feedback.
That's great insight, Nimesh, because as we speak, we have a lot of these PSU banks which did extremely well. Union Bank, for instance, currently at the low point of trade has corrected about 8% from the highs, and from the recent highs itself, it's down, what, 21-odd%. So, yes, we all talk about the rally, but the PSU index itself is down about 10% from the highs. Individual stocks, what do you have now?
Well, so in terms of individual names, the first stock on my list is NDTV. That stock also has corrected sharply off late. In fact, it's down 25% from the recent highs, in line with most of the other mid-cap and small-cap stocks. But now I believe there's going to be a large block deal in NDTV very soon. Most likely, it's going to be an inter-se promoter transfer. So nothing much to read into, but there's going to be a large block in NDTV very soon. That's the indication. So that's the first one. The second stock is Adani Ports. Again, that stock has cooled off of late, like 5% down from recent highs. But now, I guess at these levels, some bit of buying interest is back. So small buying interest at the leading FI desk in Adani Ports today. So that's the second one. The third stock is Infosys. Within the overall IT names, Infosys is the only stock where there is a market close basket buying at a leading FI desk. So among large cap IT names, this stock stands out purely on back of buying interest. So that's Infosys in today's trade. And the last stock is HDFC Life. Again, this stock has been seeing a lot of consolidation of late. But the overall feedback is for the last many days, there is accumulation happening in HDFC Life from a leading long-only fund. So every now and then you will keep hearing about good volumes, delivery-based volumes in HDFC Life, and a leading FI is an active buyer in that particular stock.
All right, Nimesh, thanks very much for that. So that's a list of stocks we'll watch out for. Mitesh is back with us with his BTST ideas, short-term trading ideas. Mitesh, what do you have?